Straight from Vancouver, we got the best podcast. Thorun Skundo, going hard, we here to last. Talking about everything reptilian pussy to political conversations, getting real pushy. Podcasts in the city where the vibe's so green.
Hello.
Hello. Welcome to episode 23 of the Thorun Skundo podcast. Let's get it. Merry Christmas, motherfuckers.
Merry fucking Christmas.
You filthy animals. Let's get it.
God, dude.
Hit the new one. Oh, I just cramped up. Fuck.
Brother, what's that?
Okay, welcome to another episode.
Welcome to another episode.
You know what's crazy? If we did one more episode, it would have been the 24th episode.
On the 24th.
On the 24th.
Yeah, it currently is the 24th of December.
It's Christmas Eve, man.
It's Christmas Eve, 2024.
Yeah.
So as you can see, we have the lights up. It's even more Christmassy than the last week's episode. I'm wearing a green shirt.
Yeah, I'm wearing not a green shirt, but I'm in the Christmas spirit.
Yeah. Although I will say it doesn't feel very Christmassy this year for some reason.
No, dude, it doesn't even feel like fucking December.
So
It's some global warming type shit.
So with that, we'll go right into the weather. It does not feel cold.
Yeah, it's like 10 degrees or something right now.
It's like 10 degrees, yeah.
Yeah, it's not even like close to freezing.
No, I went around in shorts yesterday.
Yeah. Feels like October.
It feels like a
Yeah.
late October,
Yeah.
if that.
Like it was colder in October.
It felt colder in October and November.
Yeah. Yeah, I was hoping it was going to be a white Christmas, but didn't happen.
Those predictions were very far off.
Yeah, they were misleading.
I think today is a pretty warm day. It's 8 degrees currently. Clear skies with a few clouds.
Not bad. Dude, I did some last minute Christmas shopping yesterday. Got it done.
Nice.
Got it done.
Yeah.
We have a couple topics we want to talk about.
Yeah, today's going to be a chill, relaxed episode.
Yeah.
Nothing too crazy.
Keep it light. No terror attacks or anything like that.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Yeah.
We were going to talk about that, but then we decided against it.
Yeah. Keep it jolly and holly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll
Keep
resume the carnage next episode probably.
Next episode, we'll have extra terror attacks.
Extra terror attacks.
We're
extra
going to
fear
make sure
and
that
hatred.
there's stuff for us to talk about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Should we start off with
What?
the Diageo thing?
Oh, yeah, sure. Yeah, let's talk about that.
Man.
Yes, Diddy.
Yes, dude.
So
this was your idea.
I almost
to talk
feel
about.
bad about the amount of content
Yeah, we should feel bad.
that we've gotten from Diddy.
This is you going down the conspiracy rabbit hole.
It's a little
for once.
sick.
Usually I'm the one going down the conspiracy rabbit hole.
The friggin' frog's gay.
Usually I'm the one going down that rabbit hole. But I think I'm starting to rub off.
It's being like this.
No.
It's being like this. Okay, so
give us the breakdown of this Thorun conspiracy.
okay, so I'll give you the breakdown of the conspiracy, and then we'll read the article.
'Kay.
Or should we read the article first, maybe?
Give us the breakdown.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
give us the breakdown.
so here's the conspiracy. Well, it's not really a conspiracy. So basically, this was back in 2023.
Mm-hmm.
So at this point, Diddy had been eluding the public about what he was really going on behind the scenes. Everyone kind of knew, but it was still not enough to where the house of cards came falling down around him.
Yeah.
So Diddy was doing business with this company called Diageo.
Yeah,
which
that
is
was through the Ciroc brand deal, right?
It's the Ciroc brand deal.
Yeah.
And it's
Big
a
liquor company.
big liquor
They
company.
own like Bacardi and stuff, or no? That might be another liquor brand. I'm thinking.
I think they're a very large company.
Okay.
In any event. Well, we can confirm some numbers here.
Yeah, so he was filing a lawsuit against this big liquor corporation leading up to.
Yeah, the enterprise valuation is $92 billion.
It's a lot of money.
It's a lot of money. And then Diageo owns distilleries owned by Diageo produce 40% of all Scotch whiskey.
Wow.
With over 24 brands such as Johnny Walker, J&B, and Old Parr. Its leading brands outside whiskey include Guinness, Smirnoff, Bailey's, Captain Morgan's, Tanqueray, and Gordon's Gin.
Damn.
So
He's going against the big fish.
So they're like big liquor company.
Big players.
And so basically, Diddy tried to sue them for racism
Oh, damn.
because he was basically like, "Oh, you guys are being racist. Fucking, you're not cutting me a good deal. This and that." And in all reality, they could have been screwing him over.
It's possible.
They probably were. I mean, they're a multi-billion-dollar corporation.
They're not always going to give out the most favorable deals to their partners, you know?
No,
Yeah.
no. So
Maybe something at first that you feel like is a great deal. 5-10 years go by and you start to learn more about like the industry and the market and what type of deals get cut. And then you're like, wait a second. My brand is like super valuable. We're like a huge partner. And like you see other examples, you're like, well, this guy got a fucking big chunk. And you're like kind of screwing them over, you know?
yeah.
It does happen. You
And
know,
I
I
mean-
think that's kind of what Kanye was alluding to a bit too.
It's a
Just
little
like
ironic, though.
unfair business practices, you know?
It's true.
No.
And he did really help with Ciroc. He helped boost their sales exponentially, like their Ciroc brand.
Yeah.
But it's a little funny that he was taking this angle because he's notoriously screwed people out of money in deals
True, yeah.
that he's
No,
made
he
with them.
fucking he was just probably trying to win the lawsuit, you know?
He was just
Because
trying to make more
he was the
money, of
one
course.
like not giving people their publishing and fucking them over with record deals. So
Exactly.
a little
So
hypocritical.
it's the pot calling the kettle black.
Yeah.
But he was trying to take this angle against them, and had this lawsuit. And shortly after all this started happening, that's when the Cassie video came out.
You don't fuck with the $100 billion liquor company.
Well, yeah,
That's for
like
sure.
Diddy might be a billionaire, but that's still like a small fish compared to $100 billion.
Yeah.
Like that's a lot of billions more. And if he's trying to fuck with their bag, then it's over. They're gonna do something about it. You're not gonna fuck with $100 billion corporation's bag. That's a whole nother level where you're still just one man. You might have your own enterprise, but if you're going up against a corporation that's that large, you're punching above your weight class too much.
So what are you saying?
So basically, I think that they were the ones who started this whole thing of like Diddy's a rapist.
So you're Team Diddy.
Okay. No, I mean, and that's the other thing, well, which is I still think he probably did all that shit. He probably he did do all that stuff. But
But you wouldn't have heard about it if he didn't sue this big
I
liquor
think
brand.
if he didn't try to sue them, he very well could have been fine right now.
Yeah, no, once you get to like, you know, playing with billionaires and their pockets and their assets, they don't play fair, you know?
No.
Like when you're fucking around with politicians and powerful people and screwing people out of deals and filing lawsuits, like people get assassinated. People have like dirty tricks they play, you know? In
Yeah.
the grand scheme of power and influence in the world, you know? Yeah.
Yeah, and
I don't know. I like, it's possible it could be false. It could just be a coincidence. Because like people file big lawsuits like that all the time, you know?
yeah.
Yeah. Like the lawsuit was big, but it wasn't like $100 billion lawsuit. It was like I can't remember how much it was, but it wasn't like that much. It might have been like $100 million, which is still a lot of money.
I mean,
but
people get killed for less than that.
That's true. Yeah.
People definitely get killed for
So yeah.
less than $1 million sometimes.
Yeah. For sure.
So 100 million,
Yeah. No, it's
that's
possible.
a good reason to, expose somebody.
Yeah.
Or even just like what they did here is just maybe they had a part in getting him exposed because
The Thorun Skundo podcast does not condone
blackmail.
or having people assassinated
No.
unless it involves up to $100 million.
$100 million and over.
$100 million
Justified.
condonable.
Okay, so let's take a look at this article and see what they have to say about it.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is from Vibe. Uncle Luke believes Diddy is being targeted due to Diageo lawsuit, and this is from March of this year. So a little bit ago. Rumors surrounding Sean Diddy Combs and his lifestyle have been circulating for years. For many, his latest lawsuits and raids have been a long time coming. For Uncle Luke, the answer lies in the mogul being targeted after suing Diageo for negligence last year. When you get billions and they put you on a pedestal, that's because they put you on a pedestal. The Florida rapper said during an Instagram live this week, they made you the guy. They place you on every network. They sold you to all y'all on here. They put you on a pedestal because they need you. Like on some pimp shit. The I Wanna Rock artist referenced the common phrase, never bite the hand that feeds you, believing that the bad boy founder standing up for himself and fighting back against his former liquor distributor led to his undoing. This is how the major corporations work when you try to come after them, he said. Now you put a lawsuit in, bam. Fuck that shit. I'm suing their ass. I'm taking their company down. This man cost that liquor company billions of dollars. Luke also believes that Puff should be receiving more support from the community. Watch below. Uncle Luke's latest comments are interestingly juxtapose his revelations about Diddy's parties earlier this week. He joined the We in Miami podcast and was asked about the Bad Boy founder's infamous soirees. I would go to the parties and leave early, he said. I'm sorry, I don't know what goes on after hours, but I wasn't trying to figure out. I know my place. The rap legend said a lot without saying much at all, especially given everything that has come out about the former making the band star in the last few months. See, is there anything else relevant here? Okay, this article kind of sucks, actually.
Okay.
But the point is...
Moral of the story, don't start a liquor brand.
Yeah, don't try.
Don't even think about creating your own home brew. This is how it starts. You're like, oh, I'm going to get a little beer kit. Just start making some
I'm going to
alcohol.
brew some beer at home.
Yeah.
and
I feel
sell it
like
to my
that's the
friends.
real root cause of this, is production of alcohol. I feel like they're connected.
It's sinful.
Yeah, it's sinful. It's what you get for producing and consuming harmful substance.
Yeah.
Straight to jail.
Yeah.
冰淇淋，我很喜欢冰淇淋，但是速度与激情就比冰淇淋。
Yeah, I don't know. Honestly, I take that conspiracy with
I mean, it's not even
a grain of salt.
I mean, is it even a conspiracy? It just...
Well, it's like speculation.
I mean, it makes
it's
sense.
speculating cause effect. Yeah, or they could have nothing to do with each other.
yeah.
Like, that's how conspiracies work, is some shit happens and people start connecting dots that don't really connect, but they kind of appear.
We'll have
like,
some of that later this episode.
Yeah, so we'll see. I don't know.
But yeah, that's that.
That's your conspiracy.
That's
for
my
the
conspiracy for the day.
Day. Fun.
Even that Puffy L song from 8 years ago,
Yeah.
he ain't Diddy.
He ain't Diddy.
Flexin', that's the song name. Okay, did you have any other topics?
I have zero topics.
You have zero topics?
Unless you want to talk about the Germany Christmas parade thing.
I feel like it's kind of heavy for this episode.
It is.
Unless, do you want to talk about it?
I think we should. Maybe.
All right.
I don't know. It's Christmas.
It's relevant. Okay.
We weren't going to talk about it, but we don't really have anything else to talk about. So,
All right, guys. Trigger warning. This
Yeah.
is
this involves
not jolly.
acts of terror.
Okay.
Unfortunate
This is
terror
from
attacks.
the BBC.com.
No Diddy.
No Diddy.
No Diddy.
Okay.
What we know about the Magdeburg market attack. Suspect Abdulmohsen. A 50-year-old Saudi-born man is being held in Germany on suspicion of Friday night's car attack on hundreds of people visiting Magdeburg's Christmas market. The attack killed 5 people, including a 9-year-old boy and 4 women, and left more than 200 injured, with many in critical condition.
It's terrible.
Police believe the suspect acted alone, but significant details have emerged about him that indicate this was a very different attack from anything Germany has seen before. Who is Abdulmohsen? Taleb al-Abdulmohsen has lived in Germany since 2006 and is described as a psychiatrist who was living about 50 kilometers south of Magdeburg in the town of Bamberg. Abdulmohsen does not fit the profile of attackers who caused mass casualties at Christmas markets in Berlin in 2016 and Strasbourg in France in 2018, or even more recently at a festival in Solingen in August. He is not an extreme Islamist. In fact, if you believe his social media posts and broadcast interviews, he appears to have abandoned the faith and have turned into an outspoken critic of Islam.
Okay, so there must be some truth to this.
Yeah.
Because we read an Al Jazeera article that was saying that.
Yeah.
And we're like, what? Like, why would someone who's like anti-Islam, who's from Saudi Arabia, attack a Christmas market?
Yeah.
Didn't really make sense, but now we see the BBC is saying the same thing.
We have multiple sources.
So that's
saying
how
the
you
same
can,
thing.
yeah.
And I mean, and it is a little confusing. Like, it is a little weird.
Yeah, but I feel like anyone who does something like that, it's got to be weird and confusing.
Unhinged.
Yeah, unhinged. Like, that doing a terrible act like that doesn't make sense already.
Yeah.
So I feel like their reasoning for it isn't going to make sense.
It's true.
Yeah, like what? I don't think anyone's going to like do a terrible terror attack on a Christmas parade, and then you're going to be like, "Oh, that his reasoning makes a lot of sense."
You know what?
You know, that actually all adds
That
up.
makes sense. Yeah. Fair enough.
yeah, yeah. That shit just in general is fucked. So
Yeah. But, I mean, if he was an Islamist, it kind of would have made more sense.
it would have made more sense.
'Cause then it's like,
because
oh,
you're attacking the Christian parade.
You're attacking a Christian celebration.
Yeah, holiday.
on a Christian holiday
Yeah.
thing, right?
Yeah,
Like, kind of like, hatred is bad and doesn't make sense. But if you are gonna do that, then it doesn't make sense, but it kind of makes sense. You know what I mean?
So yeah, this guy. How long ago was this? This was like a week ago, 4 or 5 days ago, pretty recently. It happened after our last episode.
Yeah. This
What date?
it's happened on Friday.
Okay, what was that, the 19th, 20th?
The 20th.
Okay. Yeah, no, this guy just drove his car through a Christmas market in Germany. It's fucked up. That's why we didn't want to talk about it, because we wanted to keep it light, but now we're talking about it because fuck it, it's Christmas.
And this is what's interesting, because some of these other attacks mentioned were Islamist motivated.
Yeah.
So that's why this one doesn't fit that pattern.
Stands out. But,
It does kind of stand out in contrast to those.
yeah.
But it's still interesting because he was granted an asylum in 2016, and he ran a website that aimed to help other former Muslims flee persecution in their Gulf homelands. And he was from Saudi Arabia. The German Interior Minister, Nancy Faeser, said it was clear to see the suspect held Islamophobic views. So not only was he not an Islamist, apparently they're describing him as Islamophobic.
Yeah. It's very strange.
It's very strange. He also expressed sympathy on social media for Germany's far-right Alternative for Germany, known for its anti-immigration stance.
Yeah.
Which also doesn't, like, it's kind of weird. Like, he wants better treatment for the immigrants from Saudi Arabia, but then he also supports an anti-immigrant group.
Maybe he was just really confused and he felt like his own ideas didn't make sense.
Fully schizophrenic.
And he's
or
just
something.
like, fuck it. And he's just, I'm going to just drive into a crowd of people.
Yeah, he's like,
He was just so frustrated with his own ideologies not adding up or aligning with another. Like, on one hand, he's Islamophobic. Then on the other hand, he doesn't like how they're treating Islamic refugees and stuff. And he's like, ah, and just fucking slams on the gas pedal. Like,
I mean, that's, yeah.
yeah, we shouldn't be joking about this, but We're not joking about that. We're
But we-
joking about the perpetrator
Yeah, exactly.
and his foolish reasoning or so-called reasoning. Yeah. Not good, man.
The suspect had been on the radar of German authorities for years, and the Saudis even tipped them off in November last year. Saudi sources said 4 official notifications known as notes verbale were sent warning German authorities of his very extreme views. Damn. So even the Saudis were like, yo, we don't
They're
claim
like,
him.
yo, I don't know why you got to let this guy in your country, but you got to be careful.
Yeah, it's like, he's not.
Germany's like, yo, it's cool. It's fine. We're letting people in. And Saudi Arabia's like,
No, you don't understand.
bro. When Saudi Arabia calls you on the phone, like, yo, you got to watch this guy.
And they didn't
You
just.
should probably watch this guy.
And they sent it 4 times, 4 notifications.
Yo, what's Germany doing, man?
Honestly,
They're slacking.
Germany kind of dropped the ball on this one.
Yeah, I think they've been
now that
dropping the ball.
now that we're reading more of this article, I think they fucked up.
Yeah, they really turned a blind eye to this guy.
They're like, nah, he's gonna love it here. He loves it here.
Yeah.
That's kind of crazy. Although Saxony-Anhalt police did investigate him, he was never considered a threat because he had exhibited no violence before. Any potential threat was judged too unspecific. Magdeburg Police Chief Tom Oliver Langans said police had conducted a threat assessment, but that discussion was 1 year ago. Authorities may have been wary of Saudi warnings. A counterterrorism expert told the BBC the Saudis may have been mounting a disinformation campaign to discredit someone who tried to help young Saudi women seek asylum in Germany. So the plot thickens. Because that also makes sense.
So they're like,
too.
yo, they're trying to discredit this guy because he's trying to help out the refugees coming
the
from these countries.
non-Muslim, like the people who are trying to get out of Islam.
Oh,
And so the German authorities are like, oh, you guys are just trying to make him look bad because you're mad that he's like trying to get people away from Islam.
this guy, I'm not really seeing his angle.
Yeah.
Like sometimes you can see an angle like Osama bin Laden. Don't agree with the guy. He has an angle.
The angle
And it's
makes
a clear
sense.
angle. You're
It's a-
like,
it's a
okay,
clear
like
angle.
you're over there. We don't see eye to eye, but I get it.
Yeah.
Like I can comprehend that it's pretty like straight up about it.
Yeah.
Like he's like death to America, all this shit. Like you
Yeah,
guys
it's
are
like,
fucking
all
us
right,
over.
Fair enough. Yeah.
And he's very much like stands on it.
Like we're gonna have to fight you, but fair.
Yeah, he's in his corner. You know where he is. This guy, it's like, bro, what are you even
which
telling
side
me
are
right
you
now?
on?
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
exactly.
should have just driven off a bridge, not into a fucking crowd of people.
Yeah, just something else.
Yeah.
Like this wasn't, or maybe like throw like paint on like a old painting or something.
Yeah, fucking super glue your hand to the fucking freeway.
Yeah. Like I'm sure there was
Yeah.
a better alternative
Yeah.
to get whatever point across that he was trying to make.
Fucking weld your nuts to a bridge or something.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
In 2013, Abdulmohsen was fined for breaching the peace by making a series of threats, and his flat was searched by the police. Then the following year, he threatened to carry out acts that would command international attention if he did not get the support he wanted, officials said.
Damn.
So he's been fucking saying it too. At the time, he was living in northern Germany, and in 2015, he is alleged to have made his threat on a hotline that he would get a hold of a gun and take revenge on judges in his previous cases, reports say.
You know what I think? This is just my analysis of the situation. I think Germany carries a lot of guilt,
Yeah.
and I think they're trying to work on that. They're trying to work that back. So I think moving forward, they've been trying to be like ultra
All
accepting
lenient and accepting.
Yeah, and they're like, bro, like he's not really gonna do a terror attack. Like he's cool. No, we're accepting. He can come in. He hasn't hurt anyone. He's fine. So I think they're really got like trying to undo their negative PR over the last 70 years.
Must be a liberal sissy.
Not me.
Must be a
No, not
Germany.
you, Germany.
must be a
Yeah.
liberal sissy. Must be a sissy boy.
That's what happens. Yeah.
It's unfortunate. I mean, I understand them wanting to like walk the whole World War II thing back.
Yeah, the whole like superior race thing.
Like I get them trying to walk that shit back, but
Yeah.
you got to draw the line somewhere.
Yeah, I
like,
think
it was
they
like, hey,
took it a bit too far the other way.
they took it a little too far.
Yeah.
Like you gotta have some fucking preemptive law and order. You can't just wait till the knife's in your stomach and be like, hey, you know what? Maybe this guy isn't safe.
Yeah.
Like you probably should have just looked at the warning signs and done something.
Yeah.
And I hope they learn their lesson from this. And I think it's stuff like this that's only going to further empower the far right extremists in Germany. Is something like this. But ironically, this guy was a supporter of the far right too.
This is where the whole right left thing doesn't really make sense though, because the far right people in Germany are the like anti-immigrant, neo-Nazi type people, like all that swastika wearing motherfuckers. But then you would also technically call like Sharia law people far right, because they don't believe in women's rights and like against people marrying different ethnicities and stuff like that. So it's like it doesn't really make sense. So how can you have like neo-Nazis on the far right and Islamic extremists on the far right? Like it's like the whole spectrum doesn't really, I feel like it's outdated.
Well, they're kind of
Like
different
you need
sides
more
of the
than
same coin.
Yeah, you need more than two poles. I don't know. I don't know.
We need a third pole.
Yeah.
Extreme centrist.
Yeah.
Like
Something like that.
we need
Radical centrist.
we need radical centrists.
Yeah, that's how I identify radical centrism.
Yeah, just like
Extremist
No.
centrist.
yeah, just like
Terror
terror
attacks
attacks for like
for liberal people.
liberal terrorist attacks.
God did.
I wonder what that would look like. Like, what would the manifesto for the liberal terrorist be?
Hey man, we could
Like,
figure
the
that
taxes are not in the middle enough. That we have just a little, not enough government. We need more government oversight,
but a
not
little
too
bit
much,
less taxes.
but less taxes.
Getting like violent and throwing Molotov cocktails
like,
in the street
we
for
need-
like we need to be more moderate.
We need to have more healthcare spending, but also cut the carbon tax.
Oh my god.
We need to have more community centers, but also lower taxes for the middle and lower class.
We need better job opportunities for the hardworking blue collar people.
We need more unions, but less taxes and union dues.
Oh god. Yeah,
I think we might be onto something.
I think we could be on the same. I feel like this is what our like kids' generation is going to be on.
Radicals.
Yeah,
Centrism.
radical centrism, or I don't know. They're going to find something new that we haven't touched yet.
Yeah. Okay, maybe, we got to... What would the radical centrist manifesto look like? That's what I'm wondering. Okay, let's continue on in this article.
Okay.
Because this is actually a pretty interesting case. So he was planning on getting revenge on these judges. By 2016, he was granted asylum, apparently on the grounds of political persecution. And in recent years, he has accused several people of being spies for the Saudi government, according to German reports, and was himself accused of defamation. A picture has built up of a man who studied psychiatry and then worked from 2020 in a correctional facility for criminals in Bamberg without being very good at his job.
Damn, they just had to throw that in
Yeah,
there.
it looks like, but he wasn't very good at it.
Yo, why couldn't they just keep it professional, man? They're just throwing fucking
Throwing
jabs.
shade.
Yeah, how dare they? Like, yeah, he committed a terror attack, but you don't gotta critique the guy's fucking working abilities. Like, they're unrelated. Like, let's focus on the topic.
It's just funny.
Yeah,
'cause-
he drove through a crowd of people, but that has nothing to do with
don't bring his work into this.
his performance at work.
Just say, it's funny because they're trying to be professional, but they don't just say, yeah, he's a shitty guy.
Yeah.
Instead, they're like, yeah, he wasn't very good at his job.
Yeah.
So passive aggressive.
Terrorist, and he sucked at his job.
So British.
They're just throwing shade.
I feel like that's a very British way
That's
to go
a
about
British
it.
thing, yeah.
And he was not.
He had a very poor collection of tea.
Yeah, he had only Earl Grey.
All of his biscuits were stale.
Not a single in-date biscuit was found in his apartment.
Yeah. Couldn't even split the G when he drank a Guinness.
He never was able to split the G. He always overshot it or undershot it.
Unable to parallel park. Took him like 10 times to try.
He could only do 5-point turns, not 3-point turns.
Didn't even keep his lawn cut.
Yeah.
His car always dirty.
He always had wrappers in his car.
Didn't floss.
He flossed after he brushed his teeth.
Crazy. Lock him up.
His employer said that he had been off work since October because of leave of illness, but a colleague told the local Mitteldeutsche Zeitung they called him Dr. Google because he always had to check his diagnosis online first.
Nice.
This is oddly specific.
I feel like now they're just fucking taking personal attacks.
They're just trying to roast him.
God damn.
They're like, yeah, his pants were always like a little too loose, so when he put his belt on, it always bunched up in the front.
Not good.
His shoes, he had really wide feet, so he always had shoes that were too big in the front, so you could tell they looked a little too big for him.
Couldn't satisfy his women in bed.
He wasn't able to give his girlfriend any orgasms.
Yeah. Can only go one round like every couple days. Just throwing shit like that in there.
He had no
One
game.
5-minute round every couple days.
He had very poor sexual stamina.
Yeah. Fuck. Honestly, if that's the case, that makes
I could
more
see why.
That makes
would
more
make more
sense. If his girlfriend just came out and be like, he hadn't made me come in like 6 months.
Yeah.
It was like, yeah, and they just fucking drove into a parade of people. You're like, okay.
Fair enough. I'd feel angry too.
That makes more sense than this whole anti-Islamic fucking terror attack at Christmas.
Imagine she like brought it up at a work party.
Yeah. Oh, jeez.
In the meantime, he was active on social media promoting conspiracy theories regarding an alleged plot by German authorities to Islamicize Europe and retweeting posts from the leader of the AfD and a far-right activist, which adds more complexity to the whole thing. But okay, to be fair, him thinking that there's Saudi spies after him, low-key would be possible. Because
that is possible.
remember in the Saudi embassy where there was that journalist who got chopped up
Really?
and then carried out of the embassy in bags, in like duffel bags.
In Saudi Arabia?
Not in Saudi Arabia. It was a Saudi embassy somewhere else.
What country? I did not hear about that.
Really?
No. I remember during, the World Cup in Qatar.
The Jamal Khashoggi. You definitely heard of this.
I know during the World Cup in Qatar, there was like some social media influencer who was like openly gay, like an LGBTQ influencer. And he went to Qatar during the World Cup and he mysteriously died.
Mysteriously disappeared.
That was the one I do remember.
God did.
This is so tasteless. Okay, so let's circle back to Jamal Khashoggi. Actually, okay, we'll put a pin in the other one.
Okay.
So on October 2nd, 2018, Jamal Khashoggi, a Saudi dissident journalist, was killed by agents of the Saudi government at the Saudi consulate in Istanbul, Turkey. Khashoggi was ambushed and strangled by a 15-member squad of Saudi operatives.
Damn.
His body was dismembered and disposed of in some way that was never publicly revealed. The
not very
consulate
nice.
has been secretly bugged by the Turkish government, and Khashoggi's final moments were captured in audio recordings,
Oh, that's
transcripts of which were subsequently made public.
That's rough.
The New York Times reported in June 2019 that the Saudi government engaged in an extensive effort to cover up the killing, including destroying evidence.
Damn.
By the 16th of October, separate investigations by Turkish officials and the New York Times had concluded that the murder was premeditated and that some members of the Saudi hit team were closely connected to Mohammed bin Salman, the crown prince of Saudi Arabia. After repeatedly shifting its account of what happened to Khashoggi in the days following the killing, the Saudi government admitted on the 25th that he had been killed in a premeditated murder, but denied that the killing took place on the orders of bin Salman. Bin Salman said he accepted responsibility for the killing because it happened under my watch, but asserted that he did not order it.
I don't think he did. He's too big of a player to be worrying about journalists and stuff. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if someone involved in Saudi Arabia's government might have put that hit out, but not the top player, I don't think.
Well, I disagree. So by November 2018, the U.S. Central Intelligence Agency had concluded that bin Salman had ordered the murder.
Oh, damn.
In the same month, the United States leveled sanctions against 17 Saudis over the murder, but did not sanction bin Salman himself.
Oh, that doesn't make sense.
President Donald Trump disputed the CIA assessment, expressed support for bin Salman, and stated that the investigation into Khashoggi's death had to continue. The murder prompted intense...
Well, Trump's standing up for the man.
Well, he has questionable judgment at times.
At times. I don't know. I like this bin Salman guy. Not for that, but I think he seems cool.
Really, I don't know anything about bin Salman.
He's got like 100 fucking Lamborghinis.
Dude, he totally seems like the kind of guy to kill a journalist talking shit.
Yeah, well, he's fucking flexing super hard. I don't know. He's like super loaded. I don't know. I think he's just cool because he's like super rich. I know that's not like a valid reason to like someone, but...
Okay, well, the point is,
I think
if you fuck with the Saudis, they'll like find you and kill you in another country.
That's why the Thorun Skundo podcast.
We love the Saudis.
We are pro Saudi.
We're
Arabia.
yeah.
We're pro CCP and pro Saudi Arabia.
Yeah, we have absolutely no beef with Saudi Arabia or
Not at all.
the Chinese Communist Party.
Dude, I want to, you know that thing, the line?
我很喜欢冰淇淋，但是
I want to fucking, I want to get a house and like, I don't know, I want to like pull up to Dubai. Like, Dubai seems super lit.
I
know that's
don't-
the UAE.
I
but
don't buy.
You don't? Oh, fuck off. You're stupid. You're so stupid. I don't know, I think Dubai seems cool.
They have
think
the
it's like
world's
the
biggest swimming pool, I think.
Yeah, they got the world's biggest a lot of things.
It's kind of ridiculous,
Yeah.
in my opinion. Like,
It is ridiculous.
it's kind of like,
Like, I
guys,
saw this video the other day of some guy on like one of the main strips in Dubai. He's like, dude, like every car is a supercar. Like a G-Wagon, fucking Rolls Royce, Bugatti, another Bugatti, Lamborghini, Ferrari, Bugatti. So like if you're rich there, you're not even rich.
yeah,
You're just normal.
it's just normal.
Yeah. But I do think it is like, it seems like a lot of fun for rich people.
Yeah, I'm sure it is.
That seems cool.
I'm sure it's worth a visit.
Yeah, it seems fun.
Lots of questionable stuff happening there, though, with the Indian workers.
Yeah, that's not great.
Like,
and
basically,
Pakistani workers.
The
and-
Pakistani workers,
yeah, they're building everything super dirt cheap.
basically modern day slavery.
Yeah, like slave labor.
Yeah, because like they're taking their passports, make them take out loans to pay for their lodging, and then the money that they earn isn't enough to pay for it, so then they're in debt, and then they take their passport and they can't leave. And they're
That's how
basically
you build
just
a futuristic society, man.
slave labor.
Yeah. Dude, they've like leapfrogged us in the last 20 years.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
Yeah. Like they've accomplished more in the last 20 years than we have like in the last 100.
That's what happens when you play by the rules.
Yeah, it's fucking fucked up.
Okay, so I just wanted to make that side note about the Khashoggi thing, because I think as crazy as this guy is, obviously, you know, driving to a crowd of people, crazy thing to do, but
What do you mean, but?
no, hear me out.
God did.
Why are you putting respect on my name?
No, I mean, I think it's fair that he thought that the Saudis would be after him.
What else do you think is fair that he thinks?
We'll get to that. Okay, so Dr. Google. Okay. He maintained a website designed to help ex-Muslims flee the Gulf region. It carried the message in English as well as Arabic. My advice, do not seek asylum in Germany. What? He gave several interviews, including to the BBC, and most recently German news magazine Die Zeit last year. The man who interviewed him, Christian Fuchs, said it was clear he no longer trusted the authorities and had a manic personality. Nancy Faeser told German newspaper Bild that investigators would examine in detail what information authorities had on Abdulmohsen in the past and how he had been investigated. The German Office for Migration and Refugees announced in a post on social media that it had fielded a complaint about the suspect, which it had taken seriously, but the office was not an investigative body. It had referred the complaint to other authorities.
Okay.
Blah, blah, blah. This is just talking about the attack.
I feel like
The
we've
victims.
kind of.
Yeah.
I feel like we pretty much covered everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, it sucks. It's sad. Not a nice way to start out the holidays. That's for sure.
Yeah.
For all the people involved.
Pretty lame.
Pretty lame.
Pretty
There's definitely
shitty.
better things he could have done with his time.
Yeah.
It's important to treat people nice over the holidays. You know,
Yeah.
Call your friends, call your family. Go out, enjoy the lights.
Tell your mom you love her.
Tell your mom you love her. Don't tell your dad.
No.
Yeah. Don't drive into a crowd of people over the holidays.
Don't do that.
Yeah.
That's more of like a kind of in between
Yeah.
seasons.
Or
kind of
if
thing.
you want to, just play fucking Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah.
Put on a VR headset.
Yeah.
Just for hours, take a bunch of Adderall.
Or
Get drunk, take Adderall. Put on your VR headset.
Or you know what?
Add like a extra gore mod to it, and just drive through crowds of people in GTA.
Or you know what? You know what you really could do that doesn't cause physical harm. You can go to a Subway, and then you can get them to put olives on your sandwich,
Or even
and then
just
just
drive.
keep getting them to put more and more olives on it.
Yeah,
And then when they say, "Hey, I can't fit any more olives on here," be like, "No, I said more olives."
yeah.
Or you can catfish someone on Tinder, and then keep catfishing them over and over with different accounts.
Get the Subway guy to keep putting olives on your sandwich, and if he says he can't put any more olives on the sandwich, threaten to drive your car into the Subway. That's a much better use of your time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, let's move on. We've
Yeah, I feel like
RIP
we've-
to those people. I hope all the
Yeah,
people that are
yeah.
injured make a full recovery.
Yeah. In all seriousness,
Yeah.
it's fucked up, and
Not okay.
Yeah, we hope that
The Thorun Skundo podcast does not condone acts of terror,
no,
especially on
And-
Christmas.
No, it's fucked up,
Yeah.
and we hope that they're able to recover for it, and it doesn't break their spirit, and that they're able to still enjoy Christmas markets in the future without the fear
Without
of,
having flashbacks.
without having flashbacks of terror.
You know what? I don't think any of those people are ever going to a Christmas parade again.
No, probably not.
Yeah.
But hopefully they do.
Yeah.
Okay, so with that, we're going to move on to the lighter part of today. So this is the meme review.
Yeah. We're really just going to react to some dumb shit.
Brother,
That's how I feel about the previous topic.
Yeah.
Okay, so with that, we're going to now look at the meme review.
Meme review. Let me see the fucking computer, because I can't see it right now. Oh, shit. Fucking ambulamps.
Okay, so first meme review.
Oh, this is some shit I wanted to show Thorun because Thorun is of the people.
Mm-hmm.
He's of tradition, of Judea tradition.
Yeah, I'm a mixed bag.
Yeah, he's a mixed bag, so.
Michael, how are you, guy?
Lawrence, I found something really interesting.
That's
It's
great.
so stupid.
That's great.
There was some other ones I saw, but they were a bit too dark. The Rizzler fucking... I don't know, Rizzler. So people on Twitter saying Rizzler is some Zionist puppet.
I hate that I know who the Rizzler is.
I know, yeah, it's ridiculous. And that's not a view that I share. I just thought it was hilarious because it's so ridiculous. And obviously the fucking video is a satire video, but...
Okay, moving on to the next one.
This was Gucci Mane's latest release.
Okay.
Man love North Korea cause he feels so free there. Them niggas let Americans take anything they see there. They down to hook you up, my nigga, you ain't gotta be there. They will bless your Venmo just
This
to
is
let
real.
them use your email. I swear there ain't nobody freer than them niggas in North Korea. I swear there ain't nobody freer than them niggas in North Korea. They always pay the most for them secret documents. They send it to you crypto so you'll be anonymous. Gucci man.
That's real.
I think I saw this and I thought it was AI.
No, it's real.
See, you don't know what's fucking real anymore.
I do. You don't.
Dude, that seems like an AI Gucci. Because that sounds like old Gucci Mane,
Dude,
too.
it's real, bro.
Is it from the official Gucci page?
Dude, it's from his like old mixtape.
That sounds like old Gucci, too.
I know, yeah. That's wild.
Are you sure it's not AI?
I'm positive.
Jesus Christ. I wonder what he was thinking when he made the song.
I don't know. I think he was just expressing where he was at, you know?
All right.
Okay.
Pointing a powerful laser into space? What's happening? Where is the government?
Where is the government?
That's pretty fucking crazy.
Pretty crazy. It is pretty hard to say if these videos are legit, though, because the thing about these UFO drones is all the videos look different. It's not like, oh, these same drones everywhere. Like, they're all doing different things with different lights, different colors, movements. Like, so it's like, is it AI? Is it an edited video? Is it... Yeah. I think we got it.
I think half of them are probably bullshit.
Yeah. I think so, too. But, yeah, so that was a weird drone video.
Yeah, I mean...
Yeah.
Yeah, probably half of them are bullshit, but that looks suspect.
Suspect, yeah.
Like, might be...
That looks a little bit more legit. Just like the way the lights were refracting in the video.
Yeah, that one looked pretty legit.
Yeah. This is a good one. I like this one a lot. This is like some
Can
shit
I
I would do.
catfish the same guy on Tinder? Argyle?
Yeah?
I'm so excited for this date. I'm Lexi. I'm so excited to meet you.
No, I'm not doing this, man. No.
You're not doing
No.
Yeah, that's
We could have had a
discriminatory.
wonderful date.
Have a day.
I'll see you later. I hope
so
that
rude.
Argyle is excited for his next date with Aubrey.
What's up? It's me, Aubrey.
Hear me out. Hear me out. This time I'm Aubrey. I'm Aubrey for real this time. No, I'm Aubrey. Look,
I'm gonna call the cops.
you can't call the cops on me. You can't call the cops on Drake.
He is so
I've been
mad.
catfished by the same guy like twice. I just want to make sure that you're like a real person.
Yeah, I'm real.
Not my gang. Hey, yeah, you're real. This is gonna be awesome. All right, cool. I'll see you soon.
See ya.
What? What? No, it's me. How many times can I catfish this?
Dude, there's no way that's real. If that's real, that's
It's
crazy.
possible, dude. You just swiping on Tinder, you make a fake account, you can find the same. Especially if you're like in the location.
Yeah, if you're...
You could catfish.
Because I guess the guys probably swipe right on...
Yeah, any
everybody.
hot chick, yeah. Any hot chick. Especially because if you pay for like Tinder Gold, you can see who likes you. So he's like, oh, this hot chick. Like,
instead of driving a car into a crowd of people, do this.
Yeah.
To get your anger out.
Yeah, that's the way to do it. Stalk and harass one person who has done nothing to you.
That's basically domestic terrorism.
Yeah, honestly, on like a much smaller scale, it kind of is.
He's basically a terrorist.
I don't know if he's going on Tinder anymore.
No, it's over for
It's
online
like
dating.
I think every date he goes on, he's gonna be like terrified. He needs to like somehow be able to track him. Like, say the guy goes like on a vacation somewhere, matches with him like while he's in
Flies
Mexico or
over.
like in Florida or something. That would fuck with him. You might get shot.
That's traumatizing.
If he pulled up on him like in another city, he might get shot.
Yeah.
If it was like a like open carry state.
It's a pretty heinous thing to do.
Mm-hmm. Oh, this is just some like schizophrenic fucking schizogram shit.
Perfect.
But it's crazy because this guy has like almost 70,000 followers on Instagram.
Easy ass shit, bro. Just driving, nigga. Niggas talk about all this archaeological shit, nigga. I'm finding it, nigga. I'm finding clues. What the fuck is that? How old is it? Motherfuckers just driving by like this shit ain't here, nigga. Then, look. DMT everywhere, nigga. This is lichen. DMT fucking everywhere. Look at this mama tree. Had to get out and hug her. She got them screaming cosmic shit. Oh my God, bro. What is going on? Nigga, I done stopped DoorDashing for this shit.
This is why I don't do
It's more over
hallucinogens
here.
anymore.
Bro, I ain't gonna lie. All this shit is
Because this
covered.
would be me.
There's something crazy underneath all
Like
this
if I was
shit, bro.
doing a lot of acid, I'd be doing something like this.
Look at this shit, bro. What the fuck is... Bro, what the fuck is this, bro? Nigga.
I'm not gonna lie though, he's
Does
kind of
this shit not
convincing.
blow y'all fucking mind, bro?
Like as I got halfway through the video, I'm
going home
like,
after this.
wait a
This is some
second.
whole other shit. I gotta post.
He might be honest.
I've never seen it like this, bro. I've never seen it like this. I don't
uncovered
know
the
what the fuck
second
I just...
Stonehenge.
What land am I on, nigga? What is this? What the fuck is going on? Where am I at, nigga? This shit is nuts. Bro, is this shit normal?
Just buy some rocks.
Y'all see this shit? Bro, this shit is crazy. And they done unblocked this page. I'll probably have to go live again later. Some crazy...
Yeah.
He's like, this is the new Stonehenge I just found.
Have you seen Serpent Mound?
I don't know.
So Serpent Mound is like this interesting thing that is in the States. It's in some weird part of like the eastern states. It might be like not Utah, but it's like Oklahoma or something like that. And there's this big like natural stone, or they say it's natural, but it looks like a snake, and it like goes and points like, I don't know, it like aligns where it's like summer solstice. It like points like directly where like the sun sets or something like that.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. And
Is it man-made?
well, that's the idea, is that it's man-made. Graham Hancock talks about it on his Netflix show. He has an episode on it where it's like they said it was natural, but when you look at it from like the drone, it's like clearly like looks like a snake, and it even has like the head. And it's like a couple 100 meters long. Like, so where they're saying it's man-made, but they were trying to like, the official thing is that's natural.
If you get high enough, then these videos are dangerous.
Well, no, Serpent Mound, I think, has some credibility to it. Like, if you watch the footage, maybe pull it up right now, just because I feel like for the listeners, type in Serpent Mound drone footage or something like that.
Okay.
Are you texting?
Yeah.
God damn it, bro. I
we're-
apologize to our listeners.
Yeah, we're gonna have to take a quick
My co-host can be
5-minute
very
intermission
unprofessional.
in like a few seconds.
Yeah. Even though I was the one who was late. Oh, lordy, lordy, lord. Serpent Mound. Serpent Mound's legit, man. It's actually somewhere I'd like to visit. It looks like a pretty cool, like...
Where is it? Oh, where is it?
I don't know. Type in Serpent Mound.
Serpent Mound.
In the eastern United States. Like, mid-eastern. Northeastern.
Ohio?
Ohio. Yeah, it's in Ohio. No, it started with an O.
What's like a...
I don't know. Show like a drone
The
footage.
Great Serpent Mound. The Great Serpent Mound is more than 1,300 feet long, about 20
1,300
feet
feet. I
wide,
didn't
and
realize
4 to
that.
5 feet high. It takes its shape across the hills of southern Ohio, the largest effigy mound in the world. The tail ends at a coil, and its head appears to be swallowing a giant egg. The real mystery, though, is who built it and what does it mean? It was first described in the 1840s and was originally attributed to the ancient Adena people, who inhabited the area from about 500 BC to 100 AD, and whose remains are found in nearby burials. However, radiocarbon dating has suggested that it is younger, probably about 900 years old. The Fort ancient culture was influenced by the Mississippian culture, which featured rattlesnakes in much of their work. Some archaeologists have pointed out that the Serpent Mound's head aligns with the summer solstice.
Yeah.
So perhaps it has an astronomical or ceremonial purpose. Since no artifacts or written records are found with it, the mystery remains.
Damn, I had my facts.
Oh, shit.
I had my facts almost aligned on that.
Actually,
I said Oklahoma, it was Ohio, and I got the summer solstice thing right.
That definitely looks man-made.
Oh, 100%. So, yeah, I think this guy on Instagram, he was like the schizo version of thinking he came across
found the
Serpent Mountain.
Serpent Mountain.
Yeah, but he was just tweaking. He just found a rock.
Hey, man, maybe he's onto something.
Maybe. We should pull up to that location. What's the next one? I think we're almost done. Hey.
Okay.
What is this one?
So buy your house and call it home. Give her a life and some kids of her own.
Oh, goddamn.
Tell them bedtime story. So buy your house and call.
Yeah. White chicks, man. Read the caption.
So this is the caption. This will always be our Geordie Bush. Geordie stayed attached to the placenta for hours after he was born. When Tico finally cut his umbilical cord, my midwife took his placenta into the kitchen to make sure it was intact and then brought it back into us and gave us a rundown of the whole thing. It was incredible to see the sack he lived in for 41 weeks, to see his tree of life, the intricate branching of the blood vessels that delivered oxygen and nutrients to him for 9 months. I'm forever in awe of pregnancy and childbirth. It's my favorite thing. I'm so grateful for this amazing organ. It sustained my perfect baby. And now I'll use it to scare the girls away when he brings home in 15 years. When I immediately take them to the bush outside and tell them all about it.
Have you heard how like some like moms will like eat the placenta after? Have you heard about that?
Yeah.
Wild. And they defend it like very vehemently.
I wonder what the science behind it is. What if it was good?
I don't know. They say it's full of nutrients and stuff.
Fuck, sign me up. Make a placenta smoothie. Throw that in with my kale shake.
Make like an omelet.
Placentalet.
Placentalet.
Okay, we gotta take a brief intermission though, for real.
We are back.
And we're back.
We're back. Thorun had to link with his side piece quick.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah. Okay, where were we?
Okay, so this is the Nauk Boys.
Oh yeah.
Ready? Upper decky.
Providing
Like
Zen
this?
to the
This?
Aboriginal peoples. This is culture, man.
Make sure you don't swallow it. Don't swallow. Yeah, just up here. No. No swallow.
I love how the boys are the boys no matter where you go.
Oh my goodness.
Like there's just like even though they're like
Yeah, is there a translation for
Aboriginal
upper decky?
tribe, I feel like they get it. They're like, yo, we with the bros.
Upper deck.
They got the Zen.
Top
Like they don't
shelf.
even know what it is, but they're like, yeah, I'll fucking try it.
Second stage going up.
They're like, hell yeah.
Upper deck.
I don't know. It just seemed like I've seen that image like throughout time in history. Like this is a different version, but whenever you're with the boys, someone pulls up, they're like, yo, you want to get high? Got some weed to smoke. I got some Zen. Like, yo, you got to try this. You're like, all right, fuck it.
Let's fucking go.
And it just felt like that was like a different version of that. Like they don't even speak the same language, but they get it. They're like, they see him packing that shit. They're like,
yo.
this is probably gonna get me high.
Yeah, like, yo, let me try that.
They're like, fuck it. They're doing it. I'll fucking do it.
Honestly, that's somewhat wholesome.
It was kind of beautiful.
It's wholesome.
I don't know why. They're probably all addicted to nicotine now.
I mean, I think
I guarantee at least 2 of them chundied.
Yeah.
Like, dude, the
probably.
first time I did is in I fucking chundied almost.
Yeah.
And I wasn't swallowing no Diddy. I was spitting it out and fucking.
No Diddy.
Yeah, I still almost chundied. My buddy gave me a Zyn. I was like, what is this? He's like, I'm like, this dip? He's like, no, it's not dip. It's just nicotine.
Like
So
modern dip.
yeah, and I had it in for like 10 minutes, threw it out. And then I'm like in my bathroom. Like, you know when you get way too high on nicotine and you're kind of like cold shaking?
Yeah.
Like you feel like you're going to chund?
Yeah.
Terrible.
I hate that. feeling.
Almost worse than being too drunk.
Yeah.
Because at least like with being too drunk, like
You're numb still.
you're experienced, like you've done it enough times to where you're like, okay, like I've been here before.
Mhm.
But when you're like super nicked out like that doesn't happen often.
Yeah.
And it's intense. Like you're sick.
I don't like it. I'm not a fan.
It's terrible.
Not a fan.
Yeah.
But
then you still do it again. I don't know why. In the moment, you're like throwing up way too high on nicotine. You're like, this is so terrible. And then a week goes by and your buddy passes you a Zyn. You're like, ah, fuck it.
Okay, let's go. That's when I stopped
no
consuming
pussy.
nicotine altogether, though, because I wasn't doing it often enough to where I get the upside of it, where I'd do it and I would just be like, oh, this is a little much.
Yeah.
And I'm like, why don't I just not do it?
Have you completely quit nicotine right now?
Yeah.
No. So even if you're like out drinking, you won't hit somebody's vape?
No.
Good for you.
Yeah.
It's not easy.
Only air in these lungs.
Crazy.
Only air in these lungs. No
How lo-
nicotine either at all.
How long have you been doing that?
Probably a good like 4 or 5 months.
Oh, wow. And
Yeah.
you're at the point now where like even if you're drinking, you don't feel like
Well, sometimes there'll be like a second where I'm like,
you think about it.
might be good, but then I think about how I would actually feel, and I wouldn't actually like it.
Yeah. Yeah, there is a disconnect between how you think you're going to feel and how you actually feel.
Yeah, like there's like it's almost the anticipation of it that is the good feeling, and then when you actually do it, it's like, oh, it actually doesn't feel that good.
Yeah, yeah.
Unless you're on drugs.
Then it's fucking amazing.
Then it's pretty good. But I don't do drugs either, so.
Yeah, sure, bud.
But even if I were to do drugs, I'm still not going to do it.
Well, I want to give
Only
a bit,
air for these virgin lungs.
I want to give a bit of context for this one. So, or you know what? Play the video first.
I like to live to see
Oh my
another
gosh.
day.
Oh. Ah!
Fuck.
Look
Right
at
off.
This. Look at this.
Fuck off. Fuck off so hard.
Just like a million spiders.
You told them, dig it out. So they dig it out. It's beautiful inside this. The top is pure white. Not stalactite, but just from the...
So you've been in there before?
Yeah.
That's kind of cool, though. I'm not gonna lie.
Look, there's a leopard frog. Hey. He's probably like.
Okay, that's pretty much the video
What
because
is
now they're
going
just
on?
filming frogs and shit. Crazy.
What the fuck was that?
So I want to give my context to this. So I'm arachnophobic. Like, have I told you that?
No, but I think it's like understandable.
Yeah. So actually, when I was like 4 years old, my mom almost died from a spider bite.
Oh shit.
She got bit by a brown recluse while she was fucking whatchamacallit, gardening in our backyard. And brown recluse is like a close relative to the black widow. I think it's actually more poisonous.
Really?
Yeah, it's like one of the most poisonous spiders in the world. And we have them in BC and Vancouver. Like I've seen them before. Like they're like little brown spiders. And you see it, you just think that's a normal spider. They're not super aggressive. They won't really like, it's only if they're like in your clothes or something and you like put on a shirt, it might bite you. Or if you're like gardening and it's kind of feels threatened, but they're not like go out of their way to try and kill you type spider.
Right, they're not like hunting you.
No. But yeah, so my mom almost died when I was like 4.5 years old. She was in the hospital for like a few weeks. Like wheelchair, all that shit.
That's fucked.
Yeah, like she has like a permanent scar on her leg that's like that. Like it was like bad. Anyway, so I was like arachnophobic like growing up. Not so much anymore. Obviously, if I turn and there's a fucking giant wolf spider right in my face, I'll probably scream like a little girl. But generally speaking, I'm not that as scared as I used to be. But the reason I thought this video was cool. So the first and only time I ever did 2CB which is like a hallucinogen, kind of like similar to acid. People describe it to kind of like acid or like kind of like candy flipping almost, but it's one
Allegedly
drug.
did 2CB.
I did it. I did the drug.
You did the drug?
Yeah. But
you're going to go to jail now.
So at one point, it was a pretty wild experience, but I'm like laying on my buddy's floor and I'm kind of like fucking looking under his bed. It's not like super like great moment, but I saw like exactly that. It looked exactly like that. Like, so I was looking at the carpet and all of a sudden out of the carpet came like something like that, like millions of spiders. And it was wild because I'm someone who's scared of spiders. And it was terrifying because you're like hallucinating. You're high as fuck. But I wasn't scared. And it was wild because I saw like this like gash open up in my arm. And there was like all those, like it looked exactly like that. Like millions of spiders, but they were like crawling in and out of the gash in my arm. But it was this way crazy thing because it was like terrifying. But I wasn't scared at all. It was like completely calm. It was like I knew that they weren't dangerous at all. And it was kind of like this weird, like, facing your fears moment, you know? Where, like, you could see that it looks terrifying, but you could see she wasn't scared at all. And that the spiders were actually completely harmless.
Yeah, I mean, those all look like kind of daddy long.
Yeah, they're like non-venomous, just like crawling around spiders, like eating like fruit flies and shit, you know? So, yeah, I don't know. I just wanted to share that because it was like...
So gross for some reason, though.
It is, but like it was a weird, like to experience it firsthand is to see something like that is like your fear, like one of your biggest fears. Especially like one big spider is already scary enough, but to see like thousands or like a million like tiny spiders like just kind of like come out of nowhere and start crawling in and out of this like open wound in your arm. But it was so weird. I remember just like kind of staring and being like not scared at all. Like totally calm. It was a cool experience.
Yeah, I mean, there probably was some sort of subconscious trying to
it was like overcoming your fear, facing your fear, realizing that your fears, the things you're afraid of, like actually don't really mean you harm.
Right.
You know, like, yeah, like seeing the spider, like I feel like you have this idea that like spiders are like evil. Like they kind of look kind of like evil with all their eyes and they like blood sucking and stuff. But like kind of like, I don't know, almost connecting to like the spider spirit and being like, he's actually kind of just like doing his thing, you know?
Yeah. I feel like I've gotten to that point with spiders, but they're still gross.
Yeah. Like I don't like a lot of the time I used to like kill spiders and now I'll like usually put it outside.
Yeah. I'll
bring
them
wolf
outside.
Spiders fuck me up, dude. I remember one time I was getting out of my shower. And it was so fucked up because I didn't see it. I heard it. It was so big I could hear it. It was on my shower curtain, like right by my face, and I could hear it crawling up to it. It was like so fucking big. Bro, I was screaming. I think I ran into my backyard like in a fucking towel. Like I was like fucking
Did you kill that one?
traumatized. Yeah, or I think I might have came back. Like, I don't know if you've ever like saw a huge spider, freaked out, like ran away and came back and you can't find it.
That's happened to me before. So now if I'm ever like see one that's too big, I make sure I don't take my eyes off of it until I kill it. Because I'm like, you are not allowed to reproduce.
Wolf spiders are the ones that really scare me because they do hunt you. Like, there's been times where I saw a big wolf spider. I'm like, holy shit. And I stood up. And then it's like running towards me. And then I like move and it like turns and just run to me. I'm like, you're trying to fucking attack me, you motherfucker.
He's like, I will kill you.
Oh, I killed him.
Yeah.
I was like, you're going to fucking die. Like right now.
Not in my house.
You get ready to die.
You don't pay rent around here, spider.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fucking gross.
So that was my 2CB spider story.
2CB spiders.
I think it was a good story.
That was a good story.
I think it was a good story, yeah. Okay, and this is the final meme of 2024. People didn't know when the last viral meme was going to be, but this is the viral meme that if you are in tune with internet culture, you will know about this. I'm sure Thorun has not seen it before, but that's honestly probably a good thing because he has like a life and self-control and doesn't just go on social media all day.
I try not to.
So I'm the one who has to show him this shit.
He takes one for the team.
But this is the new viral meme. It's the locked in alien.
I love the sound of it.
What is the next step of the operation? What What is the next step of the operation?
Locked in. Bro, dude, I'm like, all the shit I see, like every other meme is some version of this locked in alien.
He's locked in. I get it.
I don't know. They're like, this has become like a weird reference thing that everyone's.
I kind of like it.
It's good.
I like it.
Like, it's one of those things where it doesn't really make any sense, but you just get it.
Yeah.
Like, he's just kind of locked in.
I get it. He's
like how you wouldn't, like, just by watching it, you wouldn't see how he's locked in. But if you,
but like, you kind of like, it's like abstract modern art.
Yeah.
Because you can't fully articulate what it's evoking, but it's the combination of everything that evokes the feeling of locked
it evokes
inness.
this like feeling and emotion in the music and like the commentary.
You can just sense how he's just above normal human consciousness.
He's
And
just
so
like
he's locked in on another
he's
level
in a flow
and dimension.
state. Like, he is, I don't know what he's doing.
He's
but
interdimensionally locked in.
yeah, it's wild. I feel like a girl would watch that and be like, "What the fuck?" But guys just see that one time and they're like, "I get it.
I get it, bro."
They're like, "This makes complete sense."
Like, I will reference this also.
Yeah. So yeah, we're closing 2024, being locked in like the alien.
Exactly.
Oh, and I had did I send you the Chill Guy song?
Oh, I had a song I wanted to play.
Oh, you have a song you want to play? Okay. What's your song?
It was a Christmas song.
Okay. That's fine.
Yeah?
Yeah, I had a New York drill song where they use the Chill Guy beat.
Oh, okay. This is like the polar opposite of that.
Okay.
You'll see what I mean.
Okay, let's do it. Yeah.
Okay, just because it's the Christmas episode.
Yeah.
We can save that one for the next one.
Yeah.
Okay, so with that being said,
we wish you all a Merry Christmas and a Happy Hanukkah.
Happy Hanukkah.
Yo, you haven't even brought up Hanukkah once.
Happy Hanukkah, Merry Christmas, Happy
Man,
Kwanzaa.
You gotta step your game
all
up.
the fucking holidays.
You should have like refused to put this up and been like, I'm not doing the podcast unless it's a fucking...
I'm a mixed blood.
Or yeah, what's the thing?
The menorah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we should have had a menorah.
Yeah, the candles.
Yeah. My Jewish brethren, I'm sorry, I'm slacking.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
With that being said, Merry Christmas.
Yeah,
Happy
reach
holidays,
out to your friends
Happy
and
New Year.
family. Make sure they're not planning any terror attacks over
Yes.
the holidays. And if they are, you should probably report them to your local authorities.
Yeah, and don't take it lightly.
Don't take it lightly.
But yeah, thank you for listening. Thank you for watching.
Thank you for watching. We
Peace.
appreciate you all. Peace.